Hey traders, hope everybody's having a great weekend. This is the market video update, and let's get right to it. So it looks like my market timing signal is getting back on track. We had a really high period of volatility right here, and then I started marking these in yellow because I was really waiting for a break, either down or above that wasn't a head fake, but judging by the last two calls, it looks like it's starting to get back on track. You know, if we would have gotten short here, we would have had some gains. And if we would have gotten long here, which I didn't because I didn't trust. And if you've followed me for a while now, when my timing signal issues a bullish call, I don't just go out and buy the index longs like I do when I get a short call. And the reason why is to avoid getting in on what seems to be an uptrend and getting whipsawed if it's a failed breakout of sorts. I like to wait for the markets to set up. I like to wait to, or rather, I like for individual stocks to set up and break out and get some leadership in the market. Now, after all of last week rallying, I'm still not really seeing much leadership. I don't really know what to make of that, to be completely honest with you. By now, normally, I would start to be seeing some really good bullish setups. I don't know if that just means that we're going to get more of the same of what we had. You can see here we're at the upper range, and the last time we broke out, there was a quick reversal. Now, the fact that the RSI has not had any sort of pullback, like maybe to the 50 or the 40 level, really concerns me. Like, that would be the area where I would want to buy that pullback, and that's kind of what I was talking about last week. Buy any intraday pullbacks, because we have seen enough strength in this market that leads me to believe that we are going higher. With that being said, I also think that we're overbought, and yes, it can remain more overbought, but I'm not going to put my money at risk by jumping in an environment where I think we could easily see a pullback. 125 points in the NASDAQ. You go in the Dow. I think we could, pull back probably. I think my target was about 11,250. We could easily fall 300 to 350 points on the Dow and not interrupt and not jeopardize this bullish move that we've had. I mean, it's so steep that it's just one of those. It's either the start of something good, or this is just another bear market rally. And we've seen these before, and it's important not to get emotional, not to feel like, okay, I need to chase it. So where I stand, I'm bullish, but yet I'm also concerned that there hasn't been a pullback. And as long as my timing signal remains positive, when we have the pullback that I'm looking for, at that time, I will start to buy some index funds, and hopefully we'll start to see some bullish setups show up in the market. As of now, I don't have a single long candidate that I'm watching, and that rarely ever happens at this point in a rally that all last week the markets were very strong. Two charts here. This is the 10-day moving average of record high percent index. This is a major concern. The fact that we've made such lower highs, and this does not seem to be improving or moving above the previous peaks. This is a major concern. So this tells me that there's not a whole lot of internal strength, and you'll see the same exact thing on the NYSE, same chart, lower highs, big concern. With that said, I still have a little bit of time. I think I just wanted to point out with this chart, even though we've moved up, the ADX is still pointing down. So that means that the trend is in question. So with that, take care, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.